Murphy Austin Adams Schoenfeld LLP, focusing on business law and commercial litigation, is proud to support this episode of Rob on the Road, Heroes and Helping Hands. More information at murphyaustin.com.
Coming up on Rob on the Road, Heroes and Helping Hands.
This is where the dreams happen. We want them to be inspired.
Go with me inside St. John's program for real change, where the lives of formerly homeless women are transformed every day.
They're very inspirational to me and to everyone who works here, and they are absolutely the heroes in this.
Plus, what we are seeing here today is the power of restoration and second chances.
A journey behind bars, inside California prisons.
I could not see my future because for me, this was the end.
Find out how the California Prison Industry Authority prepares inmates for a fresh start. And fitness meets anti-bullying in schools throughout Northern California. Check out this unique way of teaching the power of positive thinking through exercise.
I want them to know that there's no such thing as a mistake. Who they are is right, who they are is amazing, and I don't want them to live one more day of their life believing anything other than that.
And later, a story that will touch your soul.
Babies need me. It's my medicine.
The love and legacy of Bobby Averett, whose hands helped hundreds of babies in need. Rob on the Road, Heroes in Helping Hands starts now.
And now, Rob on the Road, exploring California.
We are literally walking through the red doors of hope here at St. John's program for real change in Sacramento. I love this place because it is a life-altering place for women and for children. And here is the director of St. John's program for real change, Michelle Steeb. Good to see you.
It's so good to see you. Thank you guys for being here.
I'm
really.
so glad to be with you.
Thank you.
You're not just the CEO here and director, but you're also a friend to women in need.
You know, I feel so blessed to be a part of this organization, and I wouldn't do this work if it weren't for the women and children that we're serving, right? They are people who have become homeless, but they are so far from helpless. So much about what we do here is loving these women and children until they learn to love themselves and see that in themselves.
The need, Michelle, and this kills me, is so great.
Yeah. We here actually operate the largest shelter in Sacramento County and the region. We have 100 beds, and we're focused just on women and children. We are full, and we have on our wait list 300 women and children every single night.
That's staggering.
Yeah. When people think about homelessness, most of us think about the men standing at the exits of freeways. I mean, we're just seeing that everywhere now. But the actual most rapidly growing segment of the homeless population is women with children, single mothers with children.
I wanted to start here, coming through these doors, because this is the exact door where every woman in need comes through. This part of the building is called Hope.
It is.
The change we're talking about happens out back.
Yeah.
Can we take a walk?
Absolutely.
You're gonna let us go?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's
Let's
do
go
it.
to Dream.
Let's go to Dream?
Yeah.
I like that.
So I want to take you now to the Dream building where dreams come true.
Oh, I love that. Oh, and look at the children playing. How many kids do you have?
This is what it's
here?
all about. Oh, we've got about 60 here.
60?
About 90 throughout the program. So,
My goodness.
And they are really what it's all about, breaking the cycle, so they can have lives that they were meant to have. This is the King's room.
You say King's Room, do you have people sponsor the rooms or something?
We do. What we say to the community is we need everything your household needs times 180 because we're serving 180 women. Most of our families come with almost nothing.
I am so moved to think about someone coming in who is homeless to this. A bed for mom and her kids.
This is where the dreams happen. We want them to be inspired every day to wake up and say, I can do this. I can make my life different.
Oh, you got a red square.
Good morning, how are you? How are you?
We are in the Child Development Center. This is the toddler area. We operate a preschool in this room, and what I love about this whole center is that most of our children don't have access to early childhood education because of the circumstances in which their moms have found themselves. So they get it here, and they're surrounded by it and surrounded by love and all the teaching that the important teaching that happens while their moms are working on themselves.
So you'll put your name here, read through those, and then sign it. Life just happens like that sometimes.
This is Sunny, and when I passed Sunny in the hall, I said, I have got to bring her to you. Good to see you.
Thanks. Good to see you.
It's a pleasure to talk to you and to get to know you a bit here and to hear your story.
Thanks.
Tell me about what brought you here.
Basically, I was leaving a crisis residential place last April, I believe, maybe. And I had been there following a suicide attempt and was looking for somewhere to go where I had some structure, where I had some folks to help hold me accountable. I thought, well, this will be a dynamic place for me to just kind of get grounded again and then be able to fly from. And it's turned out to be that, and it hasn't been easy.
You're shining again.
Yeah.
I see your light. I see you.
Yeah.
And to hear you say that you were thinking about killing yourself less than a year ago leaves me without words.
Yeah. Me too, and the people who love me.
We love you.
Hey, I appreciate it.
How do you feel today?
Today I feel empowered. I feel hopeful. I feel graced beyond measure. I let people love me and care about me today.
The entire program here can last up to 18 months.
That's correct, yeah.
The women take part in employment training. One of those places is Plates Cafe.
Right.
The food is yummy. Can we go try it out?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
I go to fight.
This is what it's all about, right here. The power of a second, a third, a fourth chance, whatever it takes.
Yep.
And we all need that in life.
Yes, absolutely.
And you're giving that here.
The program is all about helping them build work ethic, helping them build skills, helping them get current references so we could actually vouch for them to future employers. I'm really proud to say 96% of our women who complete Plates and First Steps get placed in non-subsidized employment.
And that's one of the things that's so unique about St. John's, because many of the skills that are taught here, including cashiering, help these women get jobs outside of here, like at Walmart or other locations.
St. John's changed my life for the better. I love you guys.
Real jobs they're getting, and that's just the beginning, right? The first job they get is not meant to be the last job. It's not meant to be the job they stay in. It's meant to be a first step into entering the workforce and being able to provide for their families, which is such a great thing. The heroes are right here, and I really mean that, and they're very inspirational to me and to everyone who works here, and they are absolutely the heroes in this.
There's nothing more powerful than hope and a dream, and I see it in all of you. I'm so proud of every one of you for making a change in your life and for you. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Oh, good job, everybody. Yeah! Did you know that inside California's 34 prisons, inmates are being accepted into the California Prison Industry Authority program, or PIAA, making everything from all of the state license plates in California and signs to getting an education in architectural work and construction. PIAA is totally self-funded, no tax dollars, running on the money made by these products. The goal? To train offenders with job skills so they never return to prison. And it works. Recidivism in California, or the return to prison rate, is more than 50%. But in many PIAA programs, the recidivism rate is less than 7%. I'm so excited to bring you Chuck Patillo, who is the general manager of PIAA. Good to see you, Chuck.
You too, Rob. Thanks for coming out.
Glad to be here. What we are seeing here today is the power of restoration and second chances.
Very true, very true. I think everywhere, I mean, there is no secret that a lot of folks that leave prison end up homeless. But, you know, as we talked about, we have 6,000 different products, but our number one product is an offender who leaves here with skill, ambition, optimism, and a realistic expectation of what it is to work when they get out.
I also heard a slogan once come out of this program, that a job is one less bullet.
Very true. I've heard that several times, and it is very accurate.
Now, you run PIAA, which is in all 34 prisons across California.
We're on all 34 locations.
That's huge. Not all prisoners can be selected or apply to get a job, because it is a real job.
Yes, it is.
Inside the PIAA system, correct?
It's very true. It's application only. We take your application and we hire you off an application, just like we would if you were out in the private sector.
Are they paid?
They are paid. They're paid 35 to 95 cents an hour for about almost 35 hours of work a week.
Where does that money go?
The money goes to them, they can use for whatever they may want to buy during the week, whether it's food from the canteen, but also they have to pay restitution. So a lot of them do have restitution fees. They are taking court fees, yes, that are taken out of there.
What's the percentage rate of getting a job?
The last 5 that have gone out have been employed right away.
I had these programs available to me when I came to Folsom, and I got to the chance to come into these PIAA programs, and I gained confidence, and I realized that there's so much ahead of me that I can do if I really apply myself and take advantage of what they offer us here. And learning these programs, I mean, we can go out and apply this in any number of fields and disciplines. So now I feel really confident going home that I'll be able to really contribute and get a good job and have a good career.
You actually feel that PIAA is giving you a future?
Absolutely. The prison system, people really get lost in the prison system, and they send you back out either worse off or the same as you came in, unless you're given the opportunity to learn a vocation, to learn skills, to learn something to do different with your life. And that's what PIAA offers us.
Did you ever feel hopeless before this?
Absolutely, yeah. We all have a potential for greatness, and all we need to do is be trained.
Did you ever think you'd say that going to prison?
No. Actually, I could not see my future, because for me, this was the end.
And now?
And now I'm excited. I'm excited. I want to finish this program. I want to get on with my life.
They're going to succeed when they come out. You talk to our ladies, especially here, our folks going out, they know they're going to succeed. These folks are very proud of what their job is. You've talked to a couple today that that they can't imagine themselves doing anything else, and they know they're lucky to be here.
Well, they did say, many of them did say, thank you for telling our story.
Yes.
And their story is important to be told from inside the prison walls because they're here trying to change their lives.
The program, the team members that are here, everybody believes in doing what needs to be done.
And that's the power of a second chance.
That is the power of a second chance.
All right, thank you so much.
Hey, Rob.
What an honor
Thanks,
to spend
sir.
this day with you,
Thank you, sir.
here inside of Folsom Prison. I mean that. What an honor to spend that day with you.
Thank you.
Get ready for Sammy's circuit. Here we go. 3, 2, let's go. Come on.
This hero and helping hand is living proof that one person can impact thousands of lives in a dramatic way. This is Sammy Cater, who is just an all-around fitness, positive thinking, and anti-bullying guru. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So glad to be here with you today.
Oh, it's been an amazing day.
It has been an amazing day watching you with these students.
You are so amazing. Never forget how amazing you are.
You bring Sammy circuits into schools all across Northern California.
Yeah.
And you teach through exercise the power of positive thinking.
A lot of times this big thing with anti-bully, you know, this anti-bully, it's gone through a lot of schools. And what I was finding was that when somebody would come and speak about bullying, the school would get more bullied. And so when I was coming in, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to tell the kids what I didn't want them to do. I wanted to tell them what I want them to do. I want them to respect themselves. I want them to respect each other. I want them to say good things to each other. When I come in here and I tell the kids, you got this. But it's not going to stop there. Look at the person next to you and tell them you got this. And so that's the whole thing. These kids are so powerful. They have they can do some amazing things for each other, and the power of positive words, you know, at a young age, starting this habit now, getting them to break that shell down.
The principal here told me, Sammy, that your work has changed the culture of this school. Not today, every day.
Switch it up, you got this.
Jaylee Berry is in the 5th grade here at Carmichael Elementary School. Tell me about today.
He teaches kids not only how to be good at exercising, but it teaches like how you should be kind to one another, and that kindness is the only thing that can be there.
I love that. Does it impact bullying? Do you think it helps stop bullying?
I think it does because of the kindness rate. I've been bullied before when I was in 2nd grade. When I was going home on the bus, someone was making fun of my glasses, but I believe that if you can be kind to one person, that there's like a chain reaction that at least other people will be kind. It's just better to be kind than being rude.
It's better to be kind than being rude. Oh, through the mouth of a child. I love that.
Hands up, I'm coming by. Now, when I'm not coming by, I don't want you to just do this. I want you to go like this, move your arms, and bring some energy to the circuit.
So where did this come from? And where did this dream in you come from? Were you bullied?
Yeah, at a young age, growing up in school, I had a really tough time. I just, you know, I was awkward, and kids started making fun of me. I tried any way I could to fit in, and it wasn't working. As I started, you know, getting to junior high school, the teasing started picking up, and by the time I was in high school, I weighed over 300 pounds. But what I always say is that it wasn't about the weight. It was how I felt about myself. I didn't believe in myself. I had listened to all the things kids had told me, and I believed them. So by the time I was 300 pounds, I was depressed, and I didn't think anything would ever change. And then somebody came in my life. His name was Donnie. He came in my life. He got me off the couch. He forced me in the gym as much as I didn't want to go. He made me go. He believed in me. He never gave up on me. He wouldn't let me quit. After a year, I lost 100 pounds.
Wow.
But really what changed was that I started to believe in myself. I felt this feeling of accomplishment. And that first feeling of accomplishment, I thought, if I could do this, then what could I do next? And that's where it started. But I always felt this calling. I felt like I needed to get back into schools, and I needed to share my story with kids and use it for something good.
It took you 10 years to make that dream come to reality.
Yeah.
And here it is. You're booked every day in schools, spreading this message. I have seen inspirational speakers all across this country, and you really touched my soul.
I want them to know that there's no such thing as a mistake. Who they are is right, who they are is amazing, and I don't want them to live one more day of their life believing anything other than that. You know, when kids are saying mean things to each other, it's not because they're bad kids. You know, you hear this whole thing about the bully being the bad person. The bully's not a bad person. They're a kid with pain. I want them to know that they don't have to give their pain to somebody else. Exercise to release stress. Exercise makes you happy.
Look at the person right next to you and tell them, I believe in you.
One of the reasons why I do what I do is because I love planting a positive seed in somebody's home and hopefully their heart. And guess what? That's what you're doing in these schools. You are that voice that you're telling people to listen to. And the way you deliver it, I promise you, they will hear it time and time again.
Well,
you are a hero in Helping Hand.
Oh, let's keep paying it forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
These babies are keeping me alive here so they can get hats and booties.
I am so excited to share this lovely human being with you. This is Bobby Averett here in Sacramento. Bobby, hi.
Hi, I'm Rob.
It's so good to see you.
I'm happy when I'm with you.
I'm happy when I'm with you too. I'm gonna just say it right up because it blows me away. You're 103.
Yes, and I'm proud of that. Very proud of it, mainly because I'm still able to knit and make hats and booties for the babies in the hospital.
How long have you been making these adorable hats and booties for children in need?
I recently talked to the other ladies that are knitting too, and we had this lady come and brought us yarn and said if we would make the things for the babies, she would take them to the hospitals. So that was 5 years ago. So it's 5 years that I'm making the little hats and booties.
And of all of the knitting group here, you're the only one that makes the hats and booties.
True. And somebody better hurry up and learn. The hat is very simple. The booties are a little complicated, and somebody has to learn how to do it, because when I'm gone, the babies are going to have cold feet.
Now, you recently got sick, and you were sick for about 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And you thought about these booties and hats while you were sick.
Yes. Didn't know whether I'd still be able to do it. I was a little shaky, but I said, I gotta do it, and I'm doing it. And that's what's keeping me alive and going.
This keeps you alive and going.
The babies need me.
Oh, that is so wonderful and so endearing.
I love it.
And that's why we picked you as a hero and a helping hand.
It's my medicine. I call this my medicine, and it's keeping me going. I know it. I know it.
Do you have any idea how many you've made?
I think the ladies came up that I must have made. They came up with 500. Wow. I don't know how true that is.
That's a lot of medicine.
Yes, a lot. Yes.
For you and for someone else.
And I'm
Think
happy.
About where these go. That helps someone
Happy
in need.
for every minute that I do it.
What does it mean to you to be called a hero and a helping hand?
I paid no attention to that. I tried to think why this was going to be done. The only thing I came up with was that I'd never thought how important all the knitting and things would be.
What is it about babies that tugs at your heart?
It's a good question to ask me, the fact that I love children, I never had any. So these are my babies.
More than 500 of them.
Yep.
Thank you. What a pleasure. You're delightful. You're a doll. I am better for knowing you.
Sweetheart.
I had been changed.
Do you realize how I can walk around feeling very special now?
You already were. You already were. You're delightful. Going great for you. Keep up the good work. To order a DVD copy of this program, call 888-814-3923 or visit robontheroad.org.
Murphy, Austin, Adams, Schoenfeld, LLP, focusing on business law and commercial litigation, is proud to support this episode of Rob on the Road, Heroes in Helping Hands. More information at murphyaustin.com.